Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting the roast of Steve Miggs live on stage. You never know what's going to happen at this thing.
It's funny. I just got a tweet from Uncle Doofus, and he says, now, don't get any ideas from Will Smith. It's only the roast of Steve Miggs.
Yeah, well, we have the same kind of security the Oscars have, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Someone else has said, who are you betting on who's getting punched at the roast? My bet's Miles is going to get punched.
Oh, really? You think Miles is? All right. Okay.
Kidding.
I feel good, though, that it wasn't me. I thought for sure I might be one of the front runners.
You'll get slapped. Miles will
I'll
get punched.
slapped. Oh, okay.
And Craig Gass will get kicked in the ding-ding.
Oh, there we go.
My ding-ding.
Well, I mean, what else do you say, man? This is on Friday, April 15th at Snoqualmie Casino. I mean, right, those three reasons right there are why you should help out. Plus, of course, the tickets you buy, some of the proceeds going towards Smash Seattle. Mm-hmm. So, April 15th, Snoqualmie Casino Ballroom, lots of guest stars. Of course, all the KISW people going to be there.
Big Walt's going to be there. Walter Jones from the Seattle Seahawks. From Fox 13 News, Adam Gerke's going to be there as well.
Oh, yeah.
More guests, surprises maybe even. We'll just show up on the night of.
See, here's the thing. If Big Walt was at the Oscars last night, I don't think anybody would have been slapping anybody. You know what I mean? So I feel like that we should be in good shape, the fact that Big Walt is there. Tickets are on sale right now. You can get them at KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs.
It's time to play the game. To everybody scream his name. B Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs, you're a loser.
It is time for B Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Pump it up. Yeah, get pumped up because it's a Monday. Okay.
That's about all you got.
Wow, usually you're much more pumped up about Mondays, but not today, huh?
Oh, no. I hate Mondays. Not as much as Tuesdays, but, I mean, why am I talking about how much I hate weekdays?
That is a very good question.
Let's get to our contestant today. Coming up next, we're ranking Rev's favorite weekdays. I'll give you 5 guesses. We got Jeff in Puyallup. Jeff, are you there?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Good morning,
Jeff.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye.
Get out and take this Monday with you.
Yeah. For those playing at home, Jeff will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep, let's beat Steve.
In which decade was the canned meat Spam first introduced to the market?
30s, 40s.
Yes, 30s. Which gentle sea mammals are also known as sea cows?
Oh, boy. Walrus.
No.
I'm going to forget their names. Pass.
Adele had the 2011 hit song titled Set Fire to the What?
World.
No.
Fire to the, I don't know, is Wales? Is that the last one?
No.
Double pass.
Ruby is the birthstone for which summer month?
That's July.
Yes. Who played Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction?
John Travolta.
Yes. What is the medical term for inflammation of the gums?
Gingivitis.
Yes. George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley made up what pop duo?
Wham.
Yes.
And is it Manatee way back there?
Yes. How many kilograms are there in a metric ton?
A million.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
Oh, you giving him Manatee, huh?
Yeah, I'll just give him Manatee.
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 All right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
First. went back to it twice.
Yeah. I mean, he tried really hard on that one,
Yeah,
so
he
it's
did.
more of a participation trophy on that answer.
Because you're still, we should be playing by Wheel of Fortune rules, but apparently we're not. But.
Yeah. I mean, if Steve says it the same way, I'll also accept it.
Oh, will
Which
you?
would be fantastic.
What if he says it the right way? Will you not accept it?
I should just be like, no, you said it correctly.
Right.
You're wrong. Are you ready, Steve?
Oh, yeah!
In which decade was the canned meat Spam first introduced to the market?
Decade, the 50s.
No.
60s.
No.
40s.
No.
Damn it.
Which gentle sea mammals are also known as sea cows?
Otters?
No.
Rhinoceros.
No.
That's not even a sea. Hippopotamus.
No.
I don't know.
Adele had the 2011 hit song titled Set Fire to the What?
World.
No.
Oh, I thought you gave it to me. Set fire to my crotch.
No.
Set fire to my ex.
No. Ruby is the birthstone for which summer month?
Ay. August?
No.
July.
Yes.
Yes.
Who played Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction?
John Travolta.
Yes. What is the medical term for inflammation of the gums?
Gingivitis.
Yes. George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley made up what pop duo?
Wham!
Yes. How many kilograms are there in a metric ton?
1,000,000.
No.
1,000.
Yes. Spice was the debut album for what pop group?
The Spice Girls.
Yes. Which gland secretes human growth hormone? No, not that one.
Your skin.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's sort of a tie.
I'm saying it is a tie.
You're saying it is?
Yeah, you said
Yep,
you
and I
said
gave
you
it to
told
him.
You
What
did,
happened?
so it's got to be a tie.
Congrats, Jeff. When
Thank you.
the gentle sea mammal known as sea cows, it's the manatee. And Jeff said manatee.
Oh, I respect that.
And I was just like, you know what? He had to go back.
Manatee.
He had to go back to it 3 times to get it. So
he has an accent just like Cartman.
it's manatee.
You respect my manatee.
So congrats on your tie, Jeff.
There we go. Well, Jeff said, you know what? I didn't think Jeff had a shot, so that was pretty decent.
Yeah, actually. And then Steve came up after starting off really bad.
I did.
Yeah.
The decade that the canned meat Spam was first introduced to the market, Jeff got that correct. It was the 30s.
Okay, I was going to
Pretty
be
early on that
yeah. one. I was like, if it's the 70s, I'm going to kick myself. But I thought it was around for a lot longer than that.
It has been.
Yeah.
Adele had the 2011 hit song titled Set Fire to the What? Anybody?
Wind.
The heart?
No, not the wind, not the heart.
Set fire to the
Manatee.
rain.
To the rain, not the
Fire
manatee.
to the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
And then does anybody know the gland that secretes human growth hormone?
It's a pituitary.
Yes, it's the pituitary gland.
I was going to say it as a joke.
Pituitary.
Were you?
Yes.
Well, you should have. You would have gotten a clean win there, buddy.
Wow, dude. You could have been a champ.
And what?
I beat Miggs right now.
For
Yeah,
one
of course.
episode.
For
Yeah.
one, exactly.
Wow, I
Well,
like how today it doesn't mean anything. In other
No.
days, you
Mondays-
find yourself to be the best man in the world when you win.
Yeah, if you win, it's important. If
Yeah.
you lose, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Oh,
And if you
okay.
tie, it's even worse.
Oh, I see. So even the possibility of your mistake costing you the win, it doesn't mean anything to you. It's only when you get the win. All right.
So congrats to nothing, Steve.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good job, buddy. Good job getting absolutely nothing. I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of huntsman spiders, but they are pretty formidable. Yeah, and there's
I don't even know if I want to Google it.
I'm not
They're big,
Yeah.
huh? Are they bigger than a tarantula?
no, they're not bigger than a tarantula, but they're bigger than a penny.
Okay.
And pennies are, they're a good size. And there's a woman in Australia that let a massive huntsman spider, so this one was bigger than normal, live on the ceiling of her living room for around 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Can't believe the dude just hung out there for 2 weeks. Because, every spider in my house, if I don't, I'll be, oh, man, there he is. And then sometimes I'll come back and figure, all right, I'll get him a little bit later. And then he's gone.
Dude, we have this one spider, and it could be multiple ones. I'm convinced it's just this one, and he's our buddy. It's in the garage. It's right by where the garage door is. There's a little crack kind of on the inside of our house, where in just a little spot, and he'll just kind of peek out every once in a while. And at first I was trying to take him out because he's in the home. He's an intruder. But then he scurried back into that little crack, and every once in a while just pops in and pops out. And my wife was like, you got to get rid of that damn spider. But now I'm kind of I like having him around. He's just
Buddy.
well, he doesn't do anything. He only stays in that little spot.
Yeah.
For all I know, there's a billion of them, and then he's just one.
Oh, no. He's the lookout.
Yeah.
No, or
He's a
it's
scout.
just, they all look the same. So,
Oh, fair enough.
but I've got it convinced in my head that he's just a little dude that's just hanging out in the crack in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, because, they got to eat, they got to get out there and set a web. So, who's he catching in the crack? That's an interesting place.
You know, I'm not king shaming him, man.
Yeah,
Very
that's it.
personal.
Dingleberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Steve, you're not the weirder one because the one in Australia even named her pet spider on the ceiling Simon. But she had friends come over, and the friends were like, "What the F are you doing?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "You can't let that spider hang on the ceiling." And they really, I mean, they demanded that she kill that spider. They weren't going to come over. And because the woman was like, "That's effed up. It's just a creature." And eventually the woman caved to peer pressure. But they had a happy. You know what? They didn't solve this the way Will Smith did. They agreed to capture it and let it free outside, as opposed to slap it off the ceiling.
Jeez. Someone said the huntsmen, they do get massive. Some are way bigger than a tarantula.
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
These
I
things
did
can
not
be
see-
gigantic.
So, I mean,
wow! I didn't realize that.
that's such a great move, though, if you don't want people to visit you or you don't want to have people, someone's like, hey, can I come over? No, I'm dealing with a massive spider. More often than not, people probably wouldn't want to come over if they knew that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it got bigger than me. The pictures I saw, they've only been as big as a penny. So, I figured that's not a big deal. But tarantula size, forget about it. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, at that point, yeah. If I see something that big on a ceiling, yeah, you got to, dude. That's a little different story. I don't know why. It's just, I mean, that could land on your head.
What if she really got all weird about it? Like they let it free, but she went back out there and captured it again and brought it back in when they were gone?
Oh, that would be pretty wild. And you'd be like,
yeah.
She could just go, he keeps coming back. It ain't me. He's back on the ceiling again. Good old Simon.
Hey, someone says I have a garage spider. I don't mess with him. He doesn't mess with me, and he keeps flies out of my garage.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. How do they keep flies out of the garage? I mean, they
capture them. I mean, have you
yeah.
seen the documentary Charlotte's Web?
Yeah. No, you did. You cried through
Yeah,
it.
you cried through the whole thing, man.
Yeah, but I mean, if he stays in his crack, unless the fly flies in the crack, what is that? How's he catching the fly?
He might leave the crack when I'm not around.
And what does he do? Are there a lot of webs in your garage?
No.
Well,
None.
that's what I'm saying. How does he get them? I mean, he's not Spider-Man where he actually
He's
shoot
tiny.
a web right out of there and then reel them in.
You don't know that. He may have the crazy powers and jumps around Steve's garage at night and catches all the flies.
Yeah, it might be a jumping spider, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There are jumping spiders. I did learn that in
Or-
the documentary Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man movies.
Maybe he knows just how meticulous my wife is with our home and very clean freaky.
Oh, he's a clean spider.
So he cleans up after himself out of respect to the home that he's living in.
He's a tiny
I see.
spider.
Oh, all right. Well, you know what?
He knows he's got to get on her good side because she's the one demanding his death, while Steve over here is keeping him alive.
Yeah, I just know the garage is a real tough place, and usually from the garage they get through the garage door that leads into the house, and that's why really if you letting him hang out there, chances are it's not just him, buddy. They're planning a revolt.
Someone just texted. I know we're going to talk way more about him later on, but they said maybe I'm behind on the times. But what happened to Will Smith? Why is all this Will Smith business going on?
Oh, if you Google Will Smith slap, you'll find out very, very, and hopefully you'll get to see some of the pirated broadcasts because I'm not sure if we got to see it and hear all the expletives.
No, that was only in Japan and Australia. We have the audio. We're going to play it, I think, at 8:17 this morning. So be sure to stick around or come back for that. But Will Smith went all bonkers on Chris Rock for cracking jokes about Will Smith's wife and slapped him in the face and cursed at him. It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know where you can find the unedited version. Twitter somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
literally
seriously,
everywhere.
Twitter.
Just look for the Japanese feed.
Yeah.
There you go, because CNN is not letting you hear any of the audio, pretty much. Right after the slap, you don't hear a whole lot.
Yeah, because they muted it on the broadcast.
Yeah, but like you said, Japan got to hear it.
And Australia.
Yeah, how about that? Look at Australia. See, there's another reason to move there.
And all of TikTok. It was literally on it like 5 seconds after it happened.
There's a great chat online where people are talking about the things that their coworkers do that drive them nuts. What do you think made the list? I'll tell you. It's 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Got a thread online. People are talking about things that their coworkers do that drive them nuts.
Show up.
That's it. There you go. Number one.
Solved it.
Imagine.
This is an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of highlights here. Let's see, show up, not on the list, but I would imagine that is the umbrella for everybody. I mean, really, when you think about it, if somebody's driving you nuts, them showing up is definitely part of the big reason. Here's one, when they schedule a meeting and then at the meeting they ask what the meeting should be about.
Okay.
Has that ever happened? I mean, I don't go to many meetings, so that's why I don't know. Has that
You're
ever
a
happened?
very lucky man. For me, the thing that I would hate, and it was never that, I've never experienced that, but it would be, can we have a meeting to talk about what we're about to talk about in the meeting? And it was like, I appreciate that you want me part of this think tank, but man, like, have a meeting to talk about the meeting and then have a meeting after the meeting to see how the meeting went.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, this is a meeting overload.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. How about sipping leverages? How about sipping beverages loudly? There you go.
Oh, slurpers, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky's called me out on that.
You're a slurper. Yeah. Definite slurper.
Yeah, and I can't, with my hearing and my hearing tinnitus issues, I don't realize just how bad it is.
It doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of funny because whenever you have like a tea or something hot, and you all have your headphones on, so I don't think you realize it right before we go on the air, and you just take a quick swig, and you're just like.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, but that's how you're supposed to do a hot beverage. You have to slurp it.
Do you?
Well,
I have no idea.
I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, otherwise, you're going to scald the F out of yourself, right? No?
No, you're probably right. And I've probably scalded myself a lot because I just kind of swig it.
Now, this one on the list here could be anybody, anywhere. This really, even though this is about coworkers, I don't understand this. I don't understand it in public. I don't get this at all. Using speakerphone for personal phone calls. Why? Why do you have to do this, especially with your iPhone, your smartphone? I don't understand what people are doing where you can they're yelling into the phone, the speaker's blasting away, and they're, why?
I see it a lot with older people.
I was saying my mom is a speaker user for sure.
Like my dad is. But he's trying. I don't think he means it to be a attention seeker or just someone that. I just think that the volume does not get loud enough when you put it up to your ear because he'll still take the speakerphone and put it up to his ear.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
damn!
I think it's for volume purposes in that situation.
Wow!
But you're right. There are some people though that just have it and they're talking while holding it like it's like a tray of something.
Yeah, that's the person I'm talking about. Yeah, I just my brain is like, okay. Yeah, I mean, at least your dad takes that way, and you should tell him where the speaker is because they hold it the normal way. I've seen people do that. They hold it, and it's like the speaker's not there when you have it on speakerphone. What are you doing?
It's cute though. I'm not going to tell him.
Oh yeah,
let Dad do what he wants.
Yeah, lots of annoying people in the workplace. That's for sure.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So of course we're going to ask you. Your workplace. What does your coworker do that drives you nuts? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What does your coworker do that drives you nuts? We got your calls. We got your texts after the Chili's on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a thread online. People talking about what drives them nuts about their coworkers. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. What does your coworker do that drives you nuts? Let's go to Brooklyn in Snohomish. Brooklyn, you are on The Rock.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Brooklyn, what's up? What you got for us?
So I kind of work from home for the most part. Unless I have to go and check out job sites and that kind of thing. But so I'm one of the supervisors, and the other supervisor will basically talk on the phone just about daily. And anytime that I have to call him about the account, or he has to call me about the account, I'll have to prepare myself because every single time it just seems like he just rambles and rambles and rambles and rambles. There's a little bit of problem solving, a little bit of a plan that we can put forth that really only takes a few minutes, but he'll just be working through his own head and rambling for 30 to 45 minutes, and I'm on the other end going, okay, gotcha, and not really contributing anything.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Oh, wow.
It's
That
so
just happened.
frustrating.
I always those are the people. You ever like someone that won't stop talking? You just looking at the phone. You're like, just shut up already. You just want to like,
Absolutely.
you want to find a creative way just to hang up on them.
Or even if you say something along the lines of like, okay, well, I'll let you go now. I'll talk to you later. Well, okay, well, anyway, so like as I was saying, it's like I was trying to end this conversation.
That's my mom.
Oh,
but
my mom does that all the time.
Same.
My dad.
But like in a bad way. But it's just like, okay, well, we're gonna go eat dinner. Sounds good. Oh, did you hear what Aunt Debbie did? And I'm like, no. But did you not hear I'm about to eat dinner?
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that definitely you guys are talking about, which is why when somebody says, I'm going to let you go, I mean, that's a kind way of going, please let me go.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've learned that. I guess because it's a funny line. I'm going to let you go now. It's like, oh, well, actually, you weren't the one keeping this conversation going. Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm out.
Dude, I've been the worst with that.
Y'all,
I used to
try and text.
Huh?
Okay, you guys need to work this out. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we should have a meeting about this.
4:00 today.
All right. Well, the 4:00 meeting. See. All right.
All right, we gotta let you go.
All right, we gotta let you go, Brooklyn. But thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's the thing: verbal processors don't know they're verbal processors until somebody brings them aside and says, "Dude, you do a lot of thinking out loud," which means you probably should do that by yourself. You'll look like a crazy person, yes, but at least you'll save other people around the room of you basically using them as an audience while you're trying to figure stuff out.
I've gotten better now to be like when I need to end a conversation, I'll just say it and, in a tactful, hopefully polite way. But back when I was younger, I would just try and make the conversation as boring as humanly possible until they wanted to get off the phone. So like they'd be like one of those ones where like they're just talking, and I would just have like these long gaps before I'd respond and be like, that's crazy, man. And then just like let more awkward silence go until they start talking again until they get to the point.
That's crazy, man. I would think that you were high. I would stop the conversation. If in other words, I'm like, blah, 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 then nothing. And then that's crazy, man. Immediately I'm going to go, are you high, Steve? You are so high, aren't you? How did they not notice that? How did they not notice you're doing that?
I would just like be silent for seconds on end. And then finally they'd be like, well, I got to get going. I'm like, okay.
All right, then.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
No, you're not going to get going. No. I'm going to let you go. You're not getting going. I'm letting you go here, buddy.
Dude, it wasn't me, but one of my recent stories of coworkers, like I would imagine if this person was listening to our show, they would call in. It was when we were going to wrestle over in Eugene, and we stopped at like a little town before Eugene to get gas. And I get out of the car, and it's, in Oregon, they still pump your gas. Oh, yeah. So this guy comes up out of nowhere, and I was like, I'm like, hey, how's your day going? He goes, you wouldn't want to know. And in my head, I'm like, you're absolutely right. I don't want to know.
You're a mind reader, sir.
Cool. So I went into the convenience store, and we're all waiting in line. Now, that guy who just pumped my gas is back in talking to his coworker, and he's just like, hey, man, I'm sorry if I really pissed you off yesterday. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And the guy responds and goes, yeah, yesterday, but you're also pissing me the F off today.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, what is... And I look at the lady who's ringing us up, and she's like, I only have an hour left on my job today. And I'm just like, man, it's going to be a long hour.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what's going on at a gas station? Not that I'm saying that's a easy job, but I would imagine there's not a lot of, like, carryover stress, you would think. You just go and do your job. It's a grind. But, like, what is going on that's pissing this guy off so much?
The annoying coworker.
Clearly.
That's got to be. I mean, I feel like that's what else. What else is this? If you have a job that looks like it's the best job in the world, you're right, Steve. What is going on? Bet it's the coworker.
It's that guy.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I'm sorry if I pissed you off yesterday.
Are you really, though, sir? Because you're pissing me off right now. That's pretty bad when it's like you're trying to apologize for being a douche, and you've been a douche that whole day.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what about, I'm only going to address yesterday's doucheness, and maybe tomorrow I'll come apologize for you for today.
I like this text. There's too much perfume or cologne at work.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, at least Danny swallows his cologne.
Right.
It's true. Yeah, I want to make sure.
Dude, I
that
walked
my mouth
by.
is good.
I was out at the park yesterday, and I walked by this girl, and I'm like, okay, when you can smell perfume and you're 6 feet away outside, you must have taken a bath in it.
Yes.
I mean, really. And then I'm looking at her going, where are you going? You're at the park. You're not at the club. Why do you need like gallons of perfume to go to the park? I don't understand.
Well, so everyone can smell her.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you got to let it go into the wind.
Yeah.
She might have pooped her pants and didn't have time to clean it.
Well, you
wanted to
know
go
what?
for a walk.
That's
I
a
will say
reason.
this. Yeah, if this girl pooped her pants, she hit it well. I'll give her that. Because she really didn't look like she pooped her pants. Because I feel like I would have noticed that.
Weird segue, but I noticed your daughter's in the room.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, she did poop her pants.
That was not me, okay?
Okay.
There is a member on this show who loves to stand directly behind me and eat his food right in my ear.
I don't know who that is, Sarah. What are you talking about?
Who's the troll of the show, really? When you think about it?
Usually, he's eating either a bag of chips or an apple. The two crunchiest things ever. And it drives me absolutely insane.
Okay, well, based on the response, I'm now thinking I wouldn't have guessed it was Danny. Is it Danny?
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were talking about your dad.
No, it's Danny, for
No,
sure.
just because your dad, like me, we've both admitted to being loud chewers. Mm-hmm. That's how we got to know each other at Loud Chewers Anonymous. Yeah, we both worked in radio, and then the rest is history.
LCA for life.
Yeah.
No.
It's you're not. Oh my, Danny.
And he likes to go directly behind. And I've gotten upset with him. I've wanted to throw his food. I've literally kind of shoved him away, and he continues to do it
With her
because
chair.
he's so
That was
nice.
great. Well, no,
Steve,
because a lot of times...
you have an excuse for the... Oh, okay. I'd love to hear this.
Yeah, a lot of times I go in the other room because that's where Joe and Sarah are. And so I just go in there and I'm talking to Joe, and I'm standing kind of like, it's a big desk, so I'm kind of standing like in that middle seat, and I'm just eating my apple during the break because I don't want to do it while I'm on air. And she freaks out on me and tells me to go stand behind Joe.
Yeah, but it's a big room. Like, there's a lot of space.
Yeah,
you don't need to be behind her.
I wasn't really behind her necessarily.
Oh,
but then at that point, when she complained about it once, I was like, I'm doing this every time now.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Yeah, see, that's the thing.
And I have my own little qualms over here with Danny as well.
Oh, another Danny
he
troll.
just leans into stuff like he knows I don't want to be hugged by anyone, much less Danny, and then yet every time he walks by, arms open like he's gonna hug me, or do you want to hug? No, I don't want to hug, Danny. Get away from me.
Hey, Rev, you want a hug?
No, get away from me.
Oh, okay, cool.
See, same. Mine is about Danny as well.
So is mine, as a matter of
I'm
fact.
trying to do my job, and all of a sudden I hear the ghost of Christmas past coming towards me, and I'm like, wait a second. No, it's Danny with his wallet change.
Oh yeah, I know when he comes into the bathroom.
Yep.
It really is. I mean, Danny's got an alarm bell, so you know he's around
It's
the corner.
pretty amazing. It's like when you put like on an animal like a little ringing bell. It's Danny's wallet chain. You know when he's coming.
It's just so you all know.
That doesn't really bother me though. I was just trying to pile on you.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It bothers me. I mean, I'm just saying Danny in general bothers me.
Fair enough. Yep. Fine. Yeah, you're welcome.
I would say that. Steve, this one here it was on the list. I know before. I don't think this person works for the company anymore. But the person asking questions while in a neighboring stall in a bathroom.
There's more than one. Well, the guiltiest of the guilty definitely doesn't work here anymore. But there's still guys there's a new guy that's doing that as well.
Oh, really?
Taking up that mantle.
Yeah, I think at some point there's always going to be the one dude that just wants to have a conversation in the bathroom. I've held my pee before and I've seen them going in at the same time. With
Do you think the company interviews people and they knew that the biggest offender was going to be leaving, and so they were like, all right, we have to make sure we hire someone to take his place?
I think they just interview people in the bathroom, and that's how they.
Oh, that's how it goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have no problem with talking in the bathroom, but when the deed is done, the conversation's over too. I'm not going to hang out in the bathroom and finish a conversation with you. Like it's got to be the smallest of small talk.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
He's small.
And I really don't like to talk in the bathroom, but then I feel peer pressure to do so. Mm-hmm. So, and then all of a sudden I become the offender when somebody new comes in the bathroom and I'm already talking.
BJ's holding court in the bathroom and just people are kind of cycling in and out like a revolving door.
Yeah.
It's like a talk show he's doing in the bathroom.
Everyone just tags in to take over.
But you missed the first person that started the whole thing, which, by the way, is that person that belongs to work for the company. And I feel badly because everybody thinks I'm the one that started it, but it's because, this guy started this whole thing while I'm in there doing my business. Mm-hmm. And, well, my business sometimes takes a while because I'm old. And so, therefore, the revolving door of, folks that can get it done quicker, and I look like the a-hole. Which I probably shouldn't say in the bathroom like that. But,
yeah, kind of right, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably not good. All right, well, I think we've solved a lot here. Danny's a douche. I think that's what we come up with.
Yeah, we all can't stand working with Danny.
I love you all. Who wants a hug? Red?
Get away from me.
Nope.
Well, I know you're coming, so I don't have to worry about that. I hear you.
Yeah, that's for sure. So on Friday, the real sad and tragic news came out that Taylor Hawkins, the drummer for Foo Fighters, died at the age of 50. And many have shared how great of a guy Taylor was. And actually, one member of our show experienced that firsthand as Taylor helped him get through a tough time in his life. We'll tell you all about that at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.